If you love to eat sandwiches, you will love Porto, Portugal. Oh, yes. Look at that ratio.
That's how we want a sandwich to be.
Yes, pure smoked ham. Ooh. He's like a chainsaw. That's as good as it looked and sounded. This is a city that takes food very seriously. It's a pool of meat juice, I think, is their secret. And today we're going on a Portuguese street food tour to eat some of the tastiest sandwiches in the city. We'll also try a beloved dish that's undoubtedly the king of all sandwiches. You barely even realize that there's bread in the sandwich. Whoa, that's like one massive piece of pork. I don't think anything else will warm you up like a francesinha. Get ready to discover why Porto has some of the greatest sandwiches in the world. Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. Welcome to the beautiful city of Porto in Portugal. This is one of the sandwich capitals of the world. And today I'm hanging out with Andre and Ricardo from Taste Porto, who do some of the best Portuguese food tours in northern Portugal, in Porto. And so we're in very, very good hands. They're extremely passionate about authentic Portuguese food, and we have a lot of sandwiches to eat. So we're getting started right now. Andre, Ricardo, very nice to meet you. What's the plan for today?
So we're gonna start with breakfast. We're gonna go to an old tavern called Chico dos Presuntos, and we're gonna see what delicacies they have there stored for us today.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Chico dos Presuntos, old school tavern at the city, where people just crash here for these sandwiches and snacks. And they have two things that they're really known for. They're presunto, so smoked ham sandwich, and salpicão sandwich. It's, I'm gonna call it a pork neck smoked cut that comes layered like ham, really thin, this gigantic sandwich.
Awesome.
And we're gonna go for that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, this place is amazing. Step in here. There's a few tables along the side, but it's a lot of people just stand
Yeah, the counter
at the bar
is-
counter.
It is the thing.
And the aroma immediately in here, you just smell the aroma of the ham, which is
Opens the appetite, huh?
Oh man, yes. That makes your mouth water immediately. And so these are all hams that are hanging here, and that's what they use.
And they're not just for display; they're for use as well. And you can take a sneak peek at the sandwiches already in the back. Those are the presunto, so the ham that he has up here, and just take a note of the size of the layers there.
Yeah, that's a nice ratio. Oh yes. Hello. Oh yes. Hello. Everything is sliced fresh. Obrigado. So that's his own signature house wine. Oh, okay. And we're gonna go to the table over here in the back. Yes.
Okay. Unveiling it.
Oh.
The ham one.
Okay.
And
This
this
is
is my
the
favorite.
gigantic.
yeah.
Oh, you smell all of that meat.
I'm gonna.
Okay. The cross section. Oh yes. Look at that ratio. Oh
That's how we want a sandwich to be.
yes, pure smoked ham. And actually, is there anything else on it, or it's just pure smoked ham?
Just ham.
bread, ham,
It.
no seasonings, no.
Zero.
So that's like totally focused. All right, cheers to begin the sandwich tour.
Cheers. Okay, let's go.
Oh wow,
Come on, so soft and tender. It's just
so much complexity of flavor.
that says good morning like nothing else.
Oh man,
I think there's 3 pigs here.
In one piece of bread.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh,
Anos.
anosa. Oh, it's a little bit bubbly.
Easy just to.
That goes
Wash the
great
palate.
together. Great together with the ham. And I think what's amazing is the bread is it's crusty but really light. So it just kind of cradles the ham. And then because there's no other toppings, there's no other ingredients in it, it just totally focuses the flavor on the ham. That's all you're tasting. I mean, that's all you need when the ham is that good. So many layers. Cut thin, but then so many layers, like at least 20 layers of ham in there. That is so good. And would this be common for breakfast, all times of the day, for night?
All day long.
Any 24 hours a day.
This is actually a perfect snack. And just get in, get one, and you're done.
Happiness. Then we also got another sandwich that we have to try here.
One thing I'm gonna say up front is, before eating it, smell it.
All right.
Because the most intense scent that you're feeling here is actually coming from this. Smoky, meaty. It's. I would like to have an air freshener like this at home.
That would be awesome. The greatest air freshener.
I would be always starving, so not a very good idea.
Oh, and so what exactly is this type of meat?
So, we call it salpicão. It's again pork, usually neck. The meat is first marinated in red wine, bay leaf,
Red wine.
garlic, and you can definitely feel those in the palate.
Yes, now that you say it.
Yeah, and then it's wrapped, dry aged, and sometimes smoked. This one is smoked as well. The smoking stances can vary depending on the producer. I would say that this is perfectly balanced because it's not chewy. You can still feel the smoke kick in your palate, but take a look at this marbling. It's just
Yeah.
gorgeous. Look at that.
And that crust.
Yeah, it's
That complexity.
gorgeous. Mild in texture, intense in flavor.
Okay, it's so good. And yeah, once you get to that meat, the fat and the skin has a little bit of a chewier texture. The meat on the inside is just so tender. Truly just spectacular, natural ingredients. And then also a little espresso for the day as well.
Would you like yeah. Well, would you like an espresso?
What a spot. And so friendly. Okay. Muito obrigado. 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 Muito obrigado. Yeah, they're so incredibly friendly. Oh, that was so tasty. Oh, wow. I mean, even after the first stop, we already are beginning to realize why Porto is such a sandwich capital. But we have a lot more sandwiches to eat. So, conveniently, just a 5-minute walk away, we're at the
Yep.
next place.
Enough for us to wear off all
we
the
burned,
Thai food.
we
I
burned
know.
all the calories for sure.
No, zero. I love the fact that this one is just placed in front of the train station, which is really convenient. When you
Okay.
walk in, just immediately feel the flavors in the air. The aromas are just tremendous.
Awesome.
Bit spicy though,
Okay. Oh.
just to wake you up. Okay.
Excellent. Sounds great. Here we are. It's a huge honor to be in the
Não
kitchen.
tem, está a fazer, mas não tem, está a fazer.
Oh, okay.
Vai fazer.
Starting the boil.
Starting to boil. How long does it need to boil for? So what exactly is bifana?
Oh, so I'm gonna call it a pork wonder. A lot of people refer to it as pulled pork. I'm gonna say definitely pork shoulder, belly, thinly sliced, and this is the main difference to the things that they do in Lisbon that they claim are bifana. This is the real one. So thinly sliced, and then marinated for long in wine, garlic, bay leaf, some smoked paprika, some chili peppers, and so it's gonna be
Yes.
feeling tingling.
Excellent.
And then cooked for long in those pans. But
Wow.
the sauce, the ingredients that I shared with you, well, they're my view into it. To know the full recipe, you have to marry them.
It is a guarded family recipe. You have to come here to try it. So, I mean, it's basically thin slices of pork which are braised in juices and paprika and chili and wine and garlic, and you just, the aroma in here is out of control. Okay. Oh. Oh, that smells so good. The tender pieces of pork, the oily juices. Oh, with the dip. The dip at the end. Oh, beautiful. Obrigado.
De nada.
Okay.
All right. All right. And that's a green soup?
Kale soup.
A kale soup, okay.
It's really simple. Actually, the ingredient list is quite short. Just potatoes, onions, water, and then shredded kale.
Yes. Okay. Oh, so the kale goes in raw. Nice. Okay, the kale goes in. And then the broth. The potato broth. Okay, very nice. Okay. Obrigado.
When it's well prepared, it comes with a side of this. This is broa de Wiens. This is a corn and rye bread. And that thing is just, it's crusty on the outside, but it's doughy on the inside. It's just
Nice,
delicious.
okay. All right. Oh,
Eu não posso opinar.
the whole thing goes in.
Da minha mãe, gosto de dois.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, Ana linda. O Barbosa não sabia que era para a tasca.
Always need to hydrate,
Yep.
but we have to start with the
Yeah,
bifana.
you have to start with this.
Oh,
Prepare to get dirty.
okay.
Hey.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Feel that spicy kick?
It's kind of at the back of your mouth. The pork is so tender. The wine marinade, you really taste the wine marinade. And yeah, then you do taste the chili, the spices in that secret liquid, braising liquid. And again, the bread just collapses, so soft, so juicy. And the pro move is when she dips it into the oily juice.
Of course.
That
Just
is
to burn the lips
the move.
over.
It's amazing that the bread remains crispy, but kind of soggy where the juices are, but perfectly melts together. Oh man, that's good.
And
The
also-
beverage of choice?
Yeah, beer.
Great combination.
Washes it down.
Excellent. Oh man, that pork melts in your mouth.
Wait.
Wow, that's good. Okay, and then we also have a few more dishes to try here.
It's their secret stash.
Yes?
Yeah.
Is it the different parts of the pig?
Now, this is actually chicken gizzards.
Oh, wow. In the same juice.
Yeah.
And
Oh, obrigado.
the proper cutlery
Oh, yes.
with napkin included.
É para não pôr a mão no palito.
É isso.
Oh, nice. All right. So, as we're standing here, we got a special treat. Let's go for it. Toothpicks, chicken gizzards in the same juices as the pork. Oh. Oh, wow.
Ai que tem rinhas, senhor.
Oh,
Boas.
oh, that's so good.
Também. Mas foi o que eu disse das bifanas, mas as moelas também estão uma delícia. Huh? What
The
about
most
it?
tender gizzards you'll have.
They're so proud and they should. It's just delish.
Yeah, that's delicious.
I know.
That's incredible. This is like the most perfect texture, incredible taste. That juice. It's okay to try the soup.
Go for it.
So it's a potato broth, but the kale is kept separately, and then it's raw actually when the soup goes in, just wilted from the hotness of the potato broth. This is my first time to try Portuguese caldo verde. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, the thickness of the potato broth, the crunch of the kale. And the kale is not overpowering, it's not too green tasting. Has a nice crunch to it. It's really like hearty and warming. And you've just got a little bit of the flavor of the meatiness from the, is it a type of, the meat?
The chorizo, it's just
Chorizo, okay.
It's a
It's like a
pork
chorizo,
sausage.
okay.
Yeah, it can
Okay.
be a
No,
lot of things. It really depends
Okay,
on their choice.
Their choice, okay. So you did, yeah, just a little bit of the meatiness from the chorizo in there.
Instead of adding salt into the soup, just add some chorizo in, and you're
That-
covered.
That takes care of it. Oh, this is really good. All right, should we try the last?
Oh, go for
the
it.
last sandwich? Okay.
Okay,
I'm going to skip it.
Okay, yes, sure, that's fine.
so it's the Portuguese intake into a schnitzel. It can either be pork or chicken, really.
Okay.
I agree with her that says that pork is more flavorful. I believe so as well. That thing is just juicy delish.
And again, the ratio of meat to bread, the fried pork cutlet, overflowing over the bread. The bread is merely used as a little handle for the pork cutlet.
Verdad.
Honestly, that's nothing because I know places where the bun is this size and the meat is this size. So you basically have
It's
to
literally,
fold it.
literally so
and-
your
yeah.
fingers don't touch the pork cutlet.
No, you
That's
fold
all
it.
it's for.
You actually fold
Oh.
the meat to put it inside of the bread and then you eat. So it's
Awesome.
a double layer.
Or you eat it
Well,
around. You eat it around.
I love the ratios here in Porto. Oh yeah, that's good. That's, I mean, classic, simple. The pork cutlet, thin, breaded, crispy. Yeah. You absolutely cannot go wrong here. This is the 4th generation here, totally family run. And at the moment, there's 3 generations here at the shop. And we got here a little bit early. Ricardo and Andre were telling me that if you come here at the peak of lunchtime, it would be so packed you need to squeeze in.
It's ani and rapa. At
Oh,
least.
okay.
There will be more things in it. This is basically, we call it a digestive.
A digestive.
Yeah. It's still brewing inside on the ground.
Their friendliness and their hospitality. We weren't allowed to leave without a digestive.
A nossa.
Pacing.
Como novo.
Oh, it's good though. It is sweet.
É, pegar e largar, e depois o meu fígado.
Sweet.
Você não tem
yeah.
o meu fígado.
Really taste the honey. The honey.
Eu trago
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Bits.
Yeah, it's good. It's thick too. It is good. But we still have a long day ahead of us. Muito obrigado.
Obrigado.
Muito obrigado.
Thank you.
Okay, Astro, another just outstanding sandwich, the original Bifana. So we're gonna take the train into the town to the next place.
And we're going to get out actually on that famous train station.
Oh, okay, great. Extremely conveniently located right across the street from the train station, so we'll just catch the train into the center of Porto. Okay, and here we are. We've emerged into the most iconic train station. Beautiful.
But this one is the landing dock when you get into the city. We
Okay.
get out here immediately at the city's heart and brains.
Porto is such a beautiful city. Where, of course, when you're here, you'll be walking up and down plenty of hills. Perfect for food tours because you burn a few calories as you eat. Oh, here we are. Okay. Bom dia.
Olá.
Bom dia. Bom dia. Man, this place is legendary and absolutely packed. This is their second location, but they have a bit more space here, and it's an absolute must that you sit at the bar counter.
Que maior.
Obrigado.
Maior.
So, tell us about this place.
So it's very difficult to speak about this place. This is a place, there's one next door that is actually the mother of this one. It's
Okay.
a little bit smaller. And it's the place when you arrive, you have to shake their hands. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you have to
Yes.
shake your hands. And there's always this friendliness and people just joking about everything. It's famous because of the hot dog. It's not a common hot dog. You're going to see it's a very different thing. I call it sushi because it comes in like sushi rolls. And one of the guys over there is the master. He actually cuts the bread blindfolded if you ask him.
No way.
Yeah, it's just crazy. That and beer, there's nothing better. So
Awesome. Here's a fresh batch going in.
yes.
Okay, so you can see it's a very thin slice of a sausage, plus some mincemeat sausage as well. That's in the center, brushed with butter. Oh, what a move! And then compressed and toasted. Oh man, that toasts until it caramelizes. Then he puts on the cheese, and the griddle goes directly onto the cheese. So that's gonna melt. That's gonna brown the cheese on that hot iron griddle. What a technique! Oh, this is Porto UNESCO right here. Preparing for the camera. Oh, they're so friendly too.
No.
Okay, that's been toasted. Okay, now the top half of the bread comes on. Oh, and it's already been toasted, pre-toasted as well. You can see how crispy it is. Okay, so that goes on the top. Oh, ready. So ready. Oh, slicing? Okay.
Ô meu!
Whoa,
Machine gun! Falou!
machine.
Mas eu não quero fumar nossa cara.
The final step, once they're ready, he chops it up with his motor hands. He's like a hand chainsaw. He chops it up into bite-sized pieces onto a plate with a sprinkle of chili oil on top. Oh, that process of how they make it is incredible. And as I was watching him make it, one of the coolest moves he does is that he actually sears the cheese on that hot iron without the bun first, to sear that cheese before the top bun goes on. That's impressive. And then also the slicing is also impressive, where he's like a chainsaw.
Yeah, the skills in that.
Yes, and I'll be sure to let you know he has all of his fingers intact.
He does.
Okay, we can't talk anymore. Oh, so they're like literally a little bite-sized. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, that's as good as it looked and sounded. Oh man. The bread, it gets at least 3 coatings of butter throughout the cooking process, which is all strategic as well. That's why it's so crispy. The linguiça sausage, the mincemeat sausage, the sear of the cheese. Oh man, that is something spectacular. Oh wow. That's as good as snack or street food, fast food, as good as it gets. Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that combination.
I know.
You guys know how to do it in Porto.
We do.
That is, man, well, I mean, it's not exactly a hot dog. It's more than a hot dog. It's a magical Porto wonder. So this is their version of a prego?
You know what prego means in Portuguese?
No.
Nail.
Oh, really?
Basically like a nail.
Really?
The trick is they always get a rump steak. They beat it with a hammer just to make it ultra soft. And then they grill it. And then a little bit of pepper and salt at the end. Cheese, ham, and then bread, of course, the bun.
Okay, yes, it's just packed in there. Oh, wow. Steak, ham, and cheese.
So soft, so tender.
Amazing. That is a genius combination. Oh man, you really taste the meat, the quality of the steak. The cheese is more kind of neutral tasting. It's not too strong and not overpowering. And the ham just gives it some saltiness and some depth. Oh man. The sandwich construction, the engineering of these sandwiches is just, it's perfection. Wow, that's good. Even though it looks small, it's kind of filling because of the richness of it. Narrowly tasty. Yes. Some of the friendliest people. Yes, they're incredible. Oh man, stepping outside is like coming out of a movie theater. It's one of those, you feel like you're in another world. Oh, again, I mean, everywhere we've been, the warmth and hospitality is what stands out, along with the food, the sandwiches. That was something truly world class.
This is Casa Guedes, famous for their pork leg sandwich. Right there, waiting
Massive,
for you. Massive.
roasted pork leg in the cabinet.
And it's absolutely juicy, delicious. It's an icon of the city. People will just up in, sandwich, either a glass of beer or they have their own sparkling wine, their production. We're gonna try both to see how it goes. And I've asked for a regular one, which is plain, just the pork leg there, and then one with cheese inside. And then famous queijo da serra in, just to juicy up the thing.
Okay. Oh man, what an unbelievable process. He has the entire roasted pork leg and he just carefully slices off pieces very thinly. It drops below into a pool. It's literally a tub, a pool of the oily meat juices, which it then rests in, which it then absorbs, keeping it juicy as it stays there. The bread is toasted. You can get it with cheese or without cheese. And then he layers in that crispy pork, tosses on some of that meat juice, and then squeezes it out before serves it on a plate. What a sandwich. That is, oh man. This is the ultimate meat juice sandwich. I'm beginning to realize that in Porto or in Portugal, you need a drink with every meal, a beverage.
You do, just to wash it down, really, because of all the spices.
It's a mandatory.
My liver and my stomach are having a debate. It's not at least it's a happy one.
It's a good debate to have.
Oh, really?
Oh, the oozy cheese. Okay, so they've taken roast pork to the next level. That's a pool of meat juice, I think is their secret.
It is. That sauce, it brings all of the flavors together, I would say.
He even tosses some of the juice into the bread before kind of wringing it out a little bit so that all that juice sticks into the bread before putting it onto your plate, and then he gives it a hand smash as well, which is also a very cool move. We got two different versions. One is just the pork, one is with the cheese, which has started to literally liquefy with the heat of the pork. So
Yeah.
should we try maybe the
Let's go-
original
yeah, the
first
first one-
before we
yeah.
move on to cheese? Oh wow, almost like a confit of pork.
I know.
With all that juice. Oh,
Oh, that's success right there.
if you drip a little bit.
Look at that.
There's actually
All
almost
those,
two kinds of pork that I'm seeing.
yeah, it's the crispy bits on the outside, and then the thin tender inside. Oh, it's just,
Oh, okay. So he takes a slice of it plus the drippings and the skin outer side. Wow. Extremely tender. Like the pork is actually kind of lean, but that gives it the texture. I do want to try some of this. Piri piri chili oil.
okay. Go easy on
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay, a little drizzle. Oh.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. Oh,
That gets you tingling, huh?
that gives you a burst of flavor. Oh yeah, it's so fruity too.
It is.
It has this acidity to it. Here's another bottle he handed me. I'm not sure if it's the same thing or a
Probably a little bit more explosive.
more
Yes.
explosive.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Don't shake, don't shake.
Oh.
See that?
Oh wow. The piri piri just takes it to the next level.
No, it does.
Oh. Well, Let's have
Well,
a sip before we move on to the cheese.
Palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser.
A nossa.
Anosa. Oh,
Oui. Fresh, light,
it's
foamy.
refreshing, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Again.
sparkling wine.
Yeah. Brut. Made just for them.
Nice, nice. Okay,
No.
we have the cheese version. Just look at the way the cheese has just melted, stuck together with the cheese, but ooze. Oh, so oozy. Oh, man. Oh. That gives it another dimension.
It does.
The creaminess.
And the cheese is not bland at all. The cheese is quite intense.
But so creamy.
Yeah, but it's not overlapping there. It's adding an extra layer of flavor.
Yeah, definitely. And richness. And calories.
The good ones, though.
Yes, much needed calories. Oh, oh yes.
Temos muitos cheats.
That's actually like,
He's
yeah.
just shied off.
Oh, man.
He's just shied off. I'm gonna use a
Yes.
little bit of mine.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, man, that just, yeah, tingles your tongue a little bit. The condensed flavor of the chilies. Oh, wow, that's outstanding. Even if you inhale a little bit, you get some of those chili fumes kind of going to the back of your throat. Oh, that pita pita is good. Wow, and what a sandwich. Whew. I'm starting to warm up.
Huh?
I don't know if it's the pita pita or the calories, the meat sweats.
Yeah. They're coming.
We're quite a few sandwiches deep so far. I'm very happy. Another absolute sensational landmark, an institution. Why is Porto such an incredible sandwich city?
Porto has the big connection with industrial period, and with all the industry settling around Porto, there's a lot of people that will live outside of the city, would come to work, and then at the end of the day, before going back home, they needed something to eat. And then this is basically a trial error thing. You try to put something on a piece of bread, and things work. I always think about Darwinism of food.
Okay.
That is, some survive, some don't. And today the examples we have was basically someone tried to do something and comes from very humble origins in places like this that now they are getting a bit upscaled. But the places where we've seen today are basically the reflection of something that is very pure with very simple ingredients.
Back in the 1850s, 1870s, places like this, the industrial city, working class families, they needed cheap options. These places, counter like this, maybe a couple of wine barrels in the back, maybe even some beer back then, and then these sandwiches being prepared. And you would arrive at a place like this, sandwich, glass of wine, and off you went. And today, you still feel the echoes of such tradition because these places are still all over town.
Oh, that was another spectacular sandwich in Porto. Oh man, one of the great things about Porto is you could be so productive on a food tour. There's so much food in such a small amount of space. And our next sandwich is just a 5 to 7 minute walk away. Gives us plenty of time to burn at least 3 calories before the next sandwich. Well, I hope you're enjoying this ultimate sandwich tour in Porto, and we're beginning to realize why it is the sandwich capital of Portugal, one of the sandwich capitals of the world. And we still have a few more sandwiches to eat, including the king of all sandwiches. But if you're enjoying this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And also, I'd love to hear your comments in the description box below. Okay, we're just arrived to the next sandwich.
So we're now at Casa Espresso. It's one of those places that I feel at home at. They change the daily specials, but their petiscos, their tiny plates, are just delicious. But coming here for one of their main courses is just worthwhile walking all these 7 minutes to arrive here. It's an amazing venue.
And they have sandwiches here too.
And they also have sandwiches. Actually, we're gonna try one of their sandwiches and a few other of their items.
Perfect. Oh.
Isso aqui, ó. Rojão.
Ooh. Oh. The braised
Papa de
meat.
serralho.
Oh, it looks like a liver sauce almost.
Soup.
It's a soup. Okay.
Yeah. Meat.
Oh,
Bread.
from wheat. Okay, okay. Soup. Okay.
Thank you.
Whoa. That's like one massive piece of pork. Can I slice it? Oh, it's tender. Oh, you can feel the oils squeezing out. Oh, we got to look at that cross section.
It's almost like pulled pork.
Yeah. It's melting. It's melting.
Oh, damn, you can smell delicious. My soul is so happy.
Oh, it's hot. Oh, man. That. Yeah, it's so melt in your mouth tender. Absolutely melting.
It's so good.
Oh. The fat has just absorbed into it.
Food heaven.
Sandwich heaven in Porto.
This is rancho. This is one of their daily specials. Rancho is a chickpea stew with pasta in, all kinds of pork cuts here, fat, chorizo as well,
Nice.
with carrots, bacon.
Is it pasta as well?
Yeah.
In there? Thank you. All right.
Enjoy this.
This looks warming. As it looks, everything just melts in your mouth. From the pork to the pasta to the chickpeas to the carrot. Oh. It's a harmony of mellow, comforting flavors. And pig. Oh, that is deliciously warming and hearty. And every now and then you get a bit of a piece of pork, some cartilagey bits, some crunchy bits. That's outstanding.
This is one of my favorite.
We have liver.
Oh,
This is a thing that brings a lot of polarity into tables because you either love it or hate it. And to do it properly,
it's a whole
some
liver
tricks.
liver steak, okay?
So a liver steak with a lot of onions.
Oh man, oh thank you.
The onions actually will eliminate a little bit of that rusty flavor that's
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. The hint of sourness from the vinegar. Mm-hmm. The onions have a little bit of a crunch to them. So sweet. Mm-hmm. The liver is, yeah, it's not really irony at all. It's really sweet, a little bit crumbly. Absorbed the flavor of the onions. That is another delicious dish. For our next sandwich, I think we have reached the pinnacle. I don't think it gets more unbelievable sandwich than this. This is the king of all sandwiches.
linguiça, the red one.
Okay, linguiça, and this is the sauce.
A little bit. You blend, and then it's almost like a soup. You're going to put it on top of everything.
Okay,
And most of the people not only do the rump steak, but not with the whole one.
the fried egg.
Because the egg yolk is going actually to bring some extra.
Freshly cut fries. That's coming out of the oven. The cheese has melted. That goes back to the other side of the kitchen. Oh, The fried egg goes on. The proteins just never stop. Oh, wow. Oh, the sauce. Wow. Okay. Complete?
Yes.
Obrigado. Wow.
Here we go.
Mark, meet Francesinha. Francesinha, meet Mark. Francesinha has everything in. So, in between two loaves of bread, you get grilled rump steak, a fresh sausage, linguiça, then ham, cheese, covered with melted cheese, fried egg on top, a side of fries, and some extra sauce because you will need extra sauce.
Oh, man. Oh, what
It's a light 2,500 calorie.
Ricardo
sandwich.
knows already. He's already pouring on more sauce.
Ice cream. It should be a floating island of
A floating island. I like that.
A floating island.
And Ricardo, what were you saying is mainly in the sauce?
So there's a lot of ingredients in it, but
And it's mostly a secret too. but-
everyone has its own secret. In this place, actually, the secret is not going to be passed on soon.
Oh man. Oh, and the yolk just oozes out. So is this a daily meal in Porto?
Well, you
It
have
used to be a weekly meal when I was younger, not today.
nowadays-
Actually, I was called it already when I got inside. You're missing your practice.
Okay. So you get a bite, a cross section with a little bit of everything, all 12,
Like this?
all 12 meats.
Yeah.
Really let it absorb that sauce. Oh, the steak! I almost forgot about the steak.
Oh, don't forget
The
about
cheese.
You gotta like soggy texture because this is.
Oh. Yeah, that's the epitome of a soggy sandwich. That's so good.
Put fries on it.
Yes. Okay. And then, once you have a little space on your plate, then you start loading in the fries. Looks like there's always more sauce.
There should be.
Oh, now we go for the fries, if things could not get better. You've still got the crispiness of the fries, the starchiness of them, but they just start to absorb that sauce with that tomato, with that complexity of the wine. Oh, that's so warming, calorie rich, and just fulfilling to the max. Oh, what a sandwich. Like, you barely even realize that there's bread in the sandwich. It's just overpowered by the sauce and the meats. Oh man, that's as good as everyone says it is. Would you say this is one of the prides of Porto?
Well, definitely. Whenever we think about Porto, there are a couple of things that come to mind immediately. And this is number one on my list. It defines, it's not just the food. It's the fact that you have to have it in a place like this, with a counter like that, sit down with your friends, or just on your own, sitting at the counter, asking for one of this, and then just talking to whoever's next to you. And that's Porto right there.
When it's dripping full of sauce, you know that's a good bite. I don't think anything else will warm you up like a francesinha. That is superb. It's like really every protein you can imagine, all combined between two pieces of bread, toasted multiple times with cheese and fries and just a warming sauce. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Oh, when you get some drips down the chin, I think that's the only way to do it. Oh, a soggy sandwich has never tasted so good in your life. Oh, wow. Thank you. Obrigado, obrigado. Yes, amazing.
Bom ano.
Thank you, thank you. Ooh, it's been definitely a rainy and cool day in Porto, but we have most definitely figured out the secret as to why Porto is such an incredible sandwich city. It has to do with the history, trial and error, testing different combinations. And let me tell you, they have figured that out. It's one of the great sandwich cities in the world. I want to say a huge thank you to my friends Andre, Ricardo from Taste Porto. They operate the best Porto food tours. Highly, highly recommended when you come to Porto, and I'll have their information in the description box below. And I want to say a big thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe now for lots more food and travel videos. And also don't miss this entire Portugal food series where we're traveling around the country eating some of the best food. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.